Hi everyone, this is Jason Zach from Nathaniel School of Music. In this tutorial, I'm going to introduce you to a go-to rhythm pattern that I find myself using in almost any musical scenario that involves groove, a dance context, and especially with a group of percussion musicians and drummers. And even in a band. This is also what you could call as a survival rhythm pattern, which you can use when you have nothing else to do, or you're busy figuring out the chords of the song, the inversions. You're busy listening to the melody line of the song and creating chords on the fly. So you need this one rhythm pattern to kind of keep going forward. So I'm going to call this the Oom-Pah rhythm pattern, and I call this the Oom-Pah in a lot of my classes. I've broken down the Oom-Pah with a lot of other structured modifications in our members only courses. So do consider our video courses section on nathanielschool.com. We'll leave you a link in the description. And in this Oom-Pah series, we'll make it a part series. You're going to learn the basic structure. Then you're going to learn passing notes. Then you're going to learn passing bass notes with triad options. Then we'll start displacement of a certain few beats and start creating genres of music just by the small movements of the beats that we've already learned. So in part 1, we are going to just learn strictly the Oom-Pah with passing bass and triad bass. Then we'll move on to some dance routines where we cover topics like disco, salsa, and other Latin music genres. Then we'll also try and see if we can do Oom-Pah over a 3/4 system. Why only do it over a 4/4? And then let's come to my part of the world, or the subcontinent, India, and figure out some of the grooves that apply here. So stay tuned till the very end, and you need to subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell icon for regular notifications. And you can also head over to nathanielschool.com's free tutorial section, where all of our YouTube lessons are neatly categorized by whatever you want to figure out for your learning journey, be it rhythm, be it inversions or hand independence or a specific set of songs. Okay, so let's get cracking. First off, let's look at the chord progression for this entire series. It's going to be G minor, C minor, E flat major, D7. So G minor you can play like this: G, B flat, D. C minor you can play as C, E flat, G. E flat major you can play as E flat, G, B flat. D7th you can play either as A, C, D, F sharp, or F sharp, A, D. So whole story: G minor, C minor, E flat major, D, D7th. You can do like this. And just play a regular D major also. So we'll keep moving around. So you can see my notes, how I've written down each chord with the inversion mapping as well. Okay, so first off, Oom-Pah basic will be you take the root of the chord. I'm going to explain it with just G minor. You take the root of the chord, which is G for G minor, and you play like a march: left, right, left, right, left, right on your hands. So left, right, left, right, left, right. You want to make the right hand staccato and the left hand legato, not fully legato, but at least until the right hand kicks in. See, when the right hand comes in, I release my left hand. And I'm playing the root in the left hand, I'm playing the chord staccato in the right hand. And while we play, it'll be nice to say Oom-Pah, 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 Oom-Pah. I have no idea why, but it just works. Oom-Pah, 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 Oom. And now we kind of do the toggle between the root and the fifth. You can either go fifth up, Oom-Pah, Oom-Pah, Oom, 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 or you can do the lower fifth, which I tend to call as the elephant Oom-Pah. Again, don't ask me why I've come up with these names. Oom-Pah, 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 Oom-Pah. So either the fifth goes up or down. And keep the whole music punchy. Don't Don't use your pedal. I think for this entire lesson, you don't need your sustain pedal. It's not going to add groove. Okay, so pa, pa. And make the pa also a bit louder. This is the articulation you want. Okay, now let's journey to the next chord. G minor, C minor, E flat major, D major. Okay, just showing you the shifting again. G minor, C minor, E flat major, D major, or you can play D major like this. You can also see our notation. It's neatly given for you. You can support us on Patreon and get all of this. This is a long book for you to practice for a few weeks, I guess. So, Oom-Pah, 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 Oom-Pah. C minor, E flat, D. Now let's figure out some passing bass notes. So a passing bass note would be something we are applying just before the next chord. Okay, so let's look at it from the G minor going to C minor perspective. G and to C. What happened there? G minor, same Oom-Pah, and I have pom pom pom. Okay, pom Oom-Pah, 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 da da. Now the challenge when we play these passing bass notes, pom pom pom, da da da, la da da, is we tend to forget the right hand. Oom-Pah, 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 Oom-Pah. So make sure your right hand continues, which is every hand of every beat. So, pum pum pa. I don't want to go to the high G. Instead, I'll do the low G. Pum pum pa da da ta da da. I'm just taking two notes to connect diatonically to the next target chord. In this case, E flat. Pa pa da de da de da de de da de. So E flat, B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat, D, A. And now check this out. D, C, B flat, A, G. So so let's do all the four chords once more. Pa ma ga re sa pa sa re ga ma pum pum pa da 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 pa da da pa ma ga re sa. You can obviously experiment further, but the idea is to figure out some interesting combinations of notes at the end of the cycle. Okay, and let's cap off this part by doing triads in the bass, or triad notes. So a good rhythm to start off with would be the one I have for you right now, which is, so you take the notes of the chord. G minor is G, B flat, D, and you get this rhythm pattern. Ta, 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 ta. If you'd like, you can say Oom-Pah, pa, Oom-Pah, pa, or else come up with your own set of words if you wish. Pum 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 pum. So ta, 2 and 3, 4 and. So the whole thing would be with chord tones. E flat, D major, with the right hand Oom-Pah, 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 Oom-Pah. And you can obviously combine passing notes with the triads. You can do that pum 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 pum. Don't forget the right hand. It keeps pumping. It keeps pumping on the ands, right? Right? right, so in this part, we've looked at the basic Oom-Pah rhythm played over a 4/4, or some might even argue 2/4, because it's so simple. But the general intention is you have two floating notes in the bass, pum 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 pum, root fifth, or root fifth, root fifth. So in the right hand, you just latch on to the ands of the beat, pa 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 pa, and you can use this for a variety of songs. So before we go into part two, there are countless country old gospel songs that could benefit from these rhythm patterns, and depending on the speed of the songs, of course, and of course the chords will change to be a lot more simpler actually when you play country, like you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, na da 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 da, and so on. Please don't take my sunshine away, or na na, or what is that song? Na 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 da da na na no, I'll fly away, yeah. I'll fly away, pa pa pum pum. Fly away, pum pum pum. Triad passing. Fly away. Okay, and of course the Beatles have to have done it as well. Na 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 na, dum dum, pum 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 pum. Obladi, Oblada, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. Na 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 na. So it could work a lot for these kind of party songs, and I mean, I've found this beneficial in a lot of these wedding concerts where, you know, at the end of the show where your band is very tired and wants some food, they go have their own food and whatever else, and now you have people just randomly coming on the stage and wanting to sing songs from an era where I was not even born. So if this uncle comes on stage and starts singing stuff, I can't fail. I have to somehow survive, right? So I just follow the melody and somehow try and get the tempo, latch on to a scale in which this person is singing. It might even be off scale. That's another problem. But anyway, as I said earlier, it's a very good survival rhythm pattern that can get you through a lot of musical scenarios. And it's always a great way to even start composing a song. It works very well. It translates very well to the guitar and the banjo and other stringed instruments. So yeah, let's move forward to part two, where we are going to make this Oom-Pah rhythm a lot more groovy and dancey. So stay tuned and let's move on.